Alright, I'm going to continue the conservative $100 bankroll challenge. We're at $105. And we win the challenge if we get to $200. And we lose if we get to $50. So I'm going to go over last week. Take this toke first. So last week I also didn't do any tape study. But last week I actually did do tape study only for this fight. And I just watched Dustin Stoltzfus to see if he was good enough to beat Mansur, because I knew Mansur was bad. And I was talking about that for like 2 minutes out of the 10-minute video last week or whatever. But that happens. That feels pretty cool and fun when you pick a big underdog and it wins. But so yeah, gonna go through that. My bets were down $2.60 for last week. We risked $8.60. So yeah, down slightly last week. But most people were down in terms of units per pick. The red people are the best predictors on YouTube, and the blue people are from my personal Tapology group on Burks and Jess Twitch chat, or Twitch community. And I did pretty well. The best picker was Funky Bunch on YouTube was the best picker last week. But I did pretty well because I only picked 3 underdogs, but one of them was Dustin Stoltzfus, who had very good odds. I have him at odds of like 6.0, and most websites had higher. I use the odds from my personal sportsbook, Sports Interaction. So yeah, my picks did actually pretty well, even though the bets were down. So I was up 2.9 from all my picks. Most people were down. MMA Addict was down 9.5 units. I've never seen anyone be down that much. So minus 9.5 puts him into 3rd place. So Husky Hustler has moved up to 2nd place. He's the 2nd best YouTube predictor. And yeah, that's pretty cool. Bet Sam is the first by far. But yeah, and then I put myself was up 2.9 for that event. And yeah, so good times. Zelensky from our group is up there with the best YouTubers. But anyways, so now on to this week. So my bets, I'm risking $11.81, and my bankroll is $105.58. And here are the bets. It says my bets, and then the amount, and then the A is the favorite and B is the underdog. Fighter A, so 0.26. So 26 cents on Anthony Hernandez. It says my bets, 12 bets. Took a little screenshot of all the bets. So yeah. And this says a multipliers for a scale, and then a bankroll multiplier, and my own confidence. So yeah. And then the weighted stake is just, this is what these multipliers use. Here are the best predictors. Bet Sam's the best, up 47.2 units. We went through where we found these numbers. This is units won and units risked, and the weighted stake takes those into account. So for example, this normal stake for Shamil Gaziev versus Kennedy and Chukwueze, there's like 11 predictors total. My throat is super dry from that toke. But in order, the best to worst are Bat Sam, Husky Hustler, MMA Addict, Kunith, Funky Bunch, Lucrative James, Tony Has Died, The Wager Zone, Sports Betting Hub, Axel MMA, and Artem MMA. And how many are picking Shamil? So out of all of those, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 are picking Shamil. And how many are picking Kennedy? 1, 2, 3, 4. 7 are picking Shamil, and 4 are picking Kennedy. So it's +3 for Shamil. So there's 3 extra people, extra of the best predictors, picking Shamil. But the weighted stake is 0.36, almost 0, on Kennedy and Chukwueze, because all of the best predictors are picking Kennedy. Bet Sam's picking Kennedy, Husky Hustler's picking Kennedy, MMA Addict is picking Kennedy, although it's only a 50-50. Kunith is picking Kennedy, so all 4 of the best predictors. So even though it's overwhelming majority for Shamil, the best predictors make it a break-even fight. So it's pretty much a 50-50 fight. I'm not betting on this match. That is the only match that I'm not betting on. Shamil Gaziev versus Kennedy and Chukwueze. If I had to, I would of course bet on Kennedy. But yeah. And I didn't take any notes. I didn't do any tape. Been doing a lot of work in real life, not even learning that much. I mean, kind of, but just cleaning my whole house, mopping, sweeping. So definitely haven't been doing any research on the UFC, but still love doing these bankrolls, and after working hard or whatever all week, learning a bunch of stuff, it's nice on a Saturday to just relax and watch the bets happen, watch the UFC while playing some games on a second monitor. So let's see. Last week my bets, my highest confidence people lost, which was bad. But I didn't have much confidence. But this time, I still don't have much confidence in any of the bets because I didn't do any tape study. Most of this confidence comes from the face-offs, and then of course like wiki capping and seeing people's rankings and their match history, the strength of schedule, and UFC stats and random stuff like that. But no actual watching tape, so. Yeah, I can't really be too confident in anything, really, so highest confidence are 30%. And then if I'm picking underdogs, I think I'm picking 3 underdogs. Yeah, I'm picking 3. My underdogs are Gregory Rodrigues, Sergey Spivak, and Kennedy and Chukwueze. And yeah. So my confidence factor is always at 10% confidence if I'm picking against what the best predictors are picking, because I still want to bet with the best predictors. And if I agree with them, and I'm picking the thing, the lowest confidence I can give it is 20%. and then I go up from there. So sometimes I'll go to 30% if I'm extra confident for some reason, slightly extra confident. So my 30% confident picks are, oh, and then if somebody's a slam of the week, I'll put them up 10%. If like a Bet Sam slam of the week, so I would have put Kennedy and Chuck Wazoo, or I think. Oh wait, no, who is no, it wasn't Kennedy. Bet Sam's 2 slams were the Gunslinger. I think that's Douglas. Yeah, and oh yeah, I think it was Padilla. So I put an extra 10% on Padilla. So it was at 0.2 and now it's at 0.3. And the Gunslinger I also put an extra 0.1. So those would have been at 0.2. So my own actual natural 0.3 leans are, I guess, Anthony Wint and Marcio Barbosa and Carly Judice, I think, yeah, and Mason Jones. And so those are my highest confidence bets. And I'm talking so slow because, well, my throat was dry and I am kind of tired. I've just been doing a lot of cleaning and kind of like manual labor this week. So I guess that's the end of the video. I'm gonna go probably cuddle my dogs and maybe walk them or something. Yeah, maybe learn. I do have a lot more organization and cleaning to do around the house, so I'll just do that. Oh yeah, is there a way to like prove that? One sec, I'm gonna pause this. Just thought because it's so close to the event that I should like. Well, these are my picks, of course. I already showed them kind of. Show that it's gonna lock in so many hours. When does it locks in 2 hours? It says locks in 2 hours, so it shows that it's before the event started. Because for integrity, I wanna put out a video before the event starts, and having the picks of the bets before the event. And even if I'm just not even looking at live betting odds, even though in the past live betting has been something I've enjoyed and I think been fairly up. But you should never say that because you can't prove things, especially in live betting. It's almost impossible to prove because you could just not release video unless you did it consistently on a schedule where you preset a schedule months ahead. You can't really just spontaneously live bet and then put it out. So if I was to live bet, I would say I have to put out a video even if I don't make a bet for like the whole 7-hour thing, which would be retarded. Anyway, and there we go. I cannot go 20 minutes without saying a bad word. So I guess that's the end of this video. Good luck, guys. Peace. Oh, wait. Oh, it was just over 1337. 13 minutes and 37 seconds. That's when I said the bad word. That's actually leaked. That's cool. Alright. Good luck. Peace.